Good morning, all. Welcome to the webinar on AI. Welcome to Sure Now AI. And our CEO, Madam Deepthi, will begin the webinar in a minute. Meanwhile, the participants, those who are already in, you can, please be aware this entire webinar is being live streamed and recorded on our official YouTube channel, Here Now AI. You can always revisit it. You will be learning very basics of Python and also some steps in AI and how to call an AI or an LLM and summarize the text. So that's what we will be seeing for today's webinar. In case if you have, if you happen to miss or if you don't understand, you can always stop and ask us even in the middle, or also you can revisit our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which will help you to revisit the coding part where you will be learning how to code along and interact with AI. So I now welcome Madame Deepthi to begin the session. Thank you, Madame. Merci.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So shall I share the screen? I strongly believe most of you are attending this for the first time. Yanka, Ramalingam, Jerlin, Peter, Ratika. Okay. So some more to join in, but let me slowly start. I'll share my screen first. All of you are able to see my screen, I suppose. People are still joining me. Okay. All right. Could I know where you're from? At least one or two of you to tell me. Arun Prasad?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Arun.
Like, I have to tell about myself.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, Arun. You can brief. You can just tell me if you're a student or a working professional.
ma'am, I am a recent graduate. Like,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have completed a computer science and at Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, and I
Okay.
have done an internship on data science recently, and I'm currently
Uh-huh.
pursuing a data analyst course from Google, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You're currently pursuing another program as well. Am I
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. I think after then you can start off. I would like you to read this message which is inside the dotted box line. Could you please read that loud for me? Arun, could you read this message which is in front of you on the screen?
Like, let an ultra intelligent machine be defined as a machine
Yes.
that can surpass all the intellectual activities of any human, however clever. Since the design of machines is one of the intellectual activities, an ultra intelligent machine could design even better machines. There would then unquestionably be an intelligence explosion, and the intelligence of human would be left far behind. Thus, the first ultra intelligent machine is the last invention that human made, and the first intelligent machine is the first invention that
Actually into the world and we were using it. Okay, so that can be the simplest explanation that we have. So welcoming you all to a webinar on career guidance for the AI era, and you're also going to learn something new today. Can one of you tell me what you're learning today? As in Sir just mentioned, one of you volunteer and tell me what you're going to learn today. Mm-hmm. Jolin, Jolin Peter, okay, Kartika.
Text summarization app using API, ma'am.
Excellent. Thank you, Radhika. Are you also a student?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, now where are you studying?
CIT, ma'am.
EIT. Okay. Wonderful, ma'am. Excellent. So having said this, today's session is going to be in three chapters. Chapter one is AI and its opportunities. Chapter two, you will learn to code. And chapter three, how to secure an AI job is what we're going to discuss. Okay. So to start off with the chapter one, but before we go to the opportunities, we have messages from us as a team. I have CTO's message, Balaji sir, and that's me, Deepthi, and I have also the CEO's message. And sir is also penned down, a short note on what we have as a vision and what we would like to do. The roadmap of here and now AI. Considering we start in 2025, Caramel AI teacher bot is here. In 2026, we would like to develop an application also. By 2027, also incorporating the VR. By 2028, we wish to create a prototype 1. By 29, a prototype 2. And Caramel AI, a fully autonomous robo professor by the 2030s, which can be part of every corner of the country, okay, and later also moving to the world. This is our vision, and this is what we are working towards. I would like to invite as many of you to join hands, part of this vision, to create this and making it possible by all of us. What is AI? Do you have a definition for AI, Radhika or Jalin or Arun? Do you want to say? Don't look at the screen. You can tell me what comes to your mind. Of course, we read it as a machine that can surpass all the activities, etc. Yes, but I would like to see if you have anything specific to tell me, any particular word or anything else that you want to mention. Are you all using AI? Arun told me he's a student, he's doing a project. Yes. Ratika is also a student. I didn't ask her what she's doing. Studying in CIT, I understood. Okay, Ratika, what are you doing?
I'm currently doing my third year at MSc, specialized in artificial intelligence machine learning, ma'am.
CIT, and you told me you're doing a MSc, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Third year.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. You mean the CIT when it is in Chennai or the one in the
Coimbatore, ma'am.
Coimbatore? Coimbatore Institute of Technology. Okay. All right, ma. And this is MSc you told me. And did you still say third year?
It is a 5 years integrated course, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Well, so this is your like your okay. Got it. Okay, ma. 5 years integrated course, and that is into. Sorry if I missed what you're doing in MSc.
Artificial intelligence
Artificial
machine
intelligence.
learning, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So do you have any other word to add here? Which means you also have a friend. You're having a friend who's working with you, right? Who's learning from you. Yeah. That smart friend who's learning things by watching you practicing. And just like you would play a game, he also learns to play a game the way you play it. Correct? So this artificial intelligence is like a brain given to a computer who learns from examples, remembers patterns, is able to also solve problems and answer all your questions. Okay, so this computer learns from experiences using its brain with a lot of data and helps you to make the decisions, play the games, decide on what will be the next move for the game, how to win the match, what could be the probable next three, four moves. Okay, all this it is able to think and decide and accordingly perform. Now, that is what AI is all about. It also can understand pictures, sounds, etc. What is artificial intelligence versus traditional programming? So you see on the right side, the picture that we have, there's a mother and her son, where she is teaching him to prepare coffee. Ingredients are there. She adds it one by one. She says what machine is to be used or what equipment is to be used, how much of what is to be added, etc. And then she teaches him slowly, little by little, step by step, what is to be done first, second, third, etc. And then he understands how coffee has to be prepared. Now, this is the traditional programming. You're given the rules, you're given the steps, you're given the instructions, and you get an output, right? Whereas artificial intelligence is where this boy is given the output, which means that coffee is given to him and he tastes it, he sips it every day, a few days, or a few times in a day, whichever, looking into the complexity of what the product is. And then he understands and the ingredients also looking at the first, what could be added second, what could be the third and the fourth, and so on. So this, if he is able to do, that is where he is intelligent with this skill set, and it is called artificial intelligence, unlike the human intelligence. There is no spoon feeding required. You just feed the data, you feed the output, and you get the steps involved in it. That is what artificial intelligence is. Okay? And the same thing is illustrated with pictures. Input, the ingredients are given here, the rules are also given here, and what you get is this tasty output. Whereas in AI, the method is what you give is the ingredients and the output, and the AI figures out the rules. What you do first, what you do second. Obviously, it understands you cannot do the third step first. Okay, and so similarly, the pattern is followed. Let's say given tea, it will also do. Even different types of coffees or teas, it will also do. It will be able to still produce cappuccino, latte, and whatever, whatever. You don't require human intervention anymore. All right, and that is by where we're able to save time, money, energy, resource, etc., etc. Do I have people not at all from the AI background? I have to call out few names. I know only about Arun and Ratika so far. How about Jerlin Peter? Why don't you answer, Jerlin? Naveen Kumar, Padmashri, Priyanka Ramalingam, Raja. Any of you to answer me, please? Are you all from the artificial intelligence or data science or machine learning background, or do you think any of you are not at all from this? Are you new to this? Naveen says, yes, ma'am. You're new to this, Naveen? How will I understand your S? Is it for artificial intelligence? Are you learning it, or are you totally new to this? Yeah, you are part of, you are learning artificial intelligence, is it? Okay, Raja?
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm from Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, ma'am.
Wow, where are
Stream.
you? Which college are you from?
Ma'am, I'm from Sri Shakti College in Coimbatore.
Okay, Sri Shakti College in Coimbatore.
Yeah, ma'am.
And Naveen also says you finished a course in data science. Excellent. Naveen, which is your college, Naveen? Naveen prefers to type. Okay. All right. Raja, you have completed your graduation, is it?
Ma'am, I'm currently pursuing my graduation, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm 2025 passed out member.
Okay.
So I'm upskilling my data science career in data mates.
Okay. What are you
It's
doing?
like of institution,
Uh-huh.
kind of working with the real-time projects and all, ma'am.
So you're doing your internship.
Kind of.
Okay. Okay. All right. And Naveen is from Great Lakes. Okay. I suppose you're currently pursuing Naveen. You have finished a course in data science, Great Lakes Institute of Management, Chennai. Is it in Chennai? Okay. All right. All right. That's very nice. So this is not, I don't think I'm very sure it's not new to you, but probably if there are people who are not part of AI, then this will really be important to all of them. So artificial intelligence dates back to 40s and 50s, okay, where the machines are capable of performing intelligent tasks like human beings. It is not any recent. And then we developed machine learning. We realized this all machine can learn by itself during the 80s and 90s with a set of algorithms used by the machines to learn from their experience or data. 2000s and 10s could see deep learning, multi-layer neural network architecture to learn representations. So they're more of illustrations from which the machine started learning. Generative AI is what we are working towards right now. Using these deep neural networks like transformers, for example, human language tasks for image and audio generation. Okay, video generation, image generation, and audio generation, etc. Today, videos also can be generated, isn't it? With quite a lot of accuracy. And that is what generative AI is all about. It's able to even not only think, but also feel at times. That is what we are heading towards. So, we would like to have as many people to be part of this generative AI era. Types of AI. We have ANI, AGI, and ASI. Okay. Artificial narrow intelligence. It's performing specific tasks alone. Like the word says narrow, it can perform only specific tasks, very narrow, result oriented tasks and whatever. Artificial general intelligence, where you behave in a human like and across all tasks, you're able to do broader variety of tasks. It's not just one or specific, it's more. And super intelligence will be smarter than humans and something like which is sci-fi. Okay. Uh, so you're able to, the super intelligence machines are also able to do sci-fi tasks. AI versus not AI. How many of you are familiar with all of these or few of these? If you can tell me, since you're all part of data and science and AI, you can tell me what all you use or what is it that you use for. If you want to give me one of these that you want to choose, talk about it. Ratika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Would you like to tell me of what is familiar to you and which one of these you use?
I think we are all familiar with ChatGPT, ma'am.
Oh, all of us generally familiar with ChatGPT, right? Okay. And that's the only AI tool you use?
Uh, in this, I'm more familiar with the ChatGPT,
Okay.
but others Tesla's autopilot guide, that also I know a few things about that.
Mhm. Okay, Tesla's autopilot guide, you know about it. Okay, fine. Okay, right. So these are, and end of the day, it is about what is AI, which is a complete change, right? People are, some of them are still reluctant. They still are skeptical to getting to step into this, trying to use it. They feel it's not required. It's kind of confusing, not wanting all of this, etc. But I'm sure you all know, since most of you are already part of this, you know that how important it is. And to quickly make it simple for any layman to understand, what happened when we are not ready for the change. So this monster, none of us have seen it, okay, and we may have seen only in pictures. This monster just couldn't survive because he was resisting to change. It was resisting to change. It didn't want to move out of its um, environment, didn't want to move out from what it was comfortable with, and it couldn't survive anymore. Even if dinosaur could become extinct, okay, why not the other dinosaurs? So many other dinosaurs have been in the market, been there for so many years, were ruling the industry, and today they are extinct. Do you know any of these children? Have you seen? Name may be familiar to you because the first product has come even in songs. So you may be even knowing the tagline, the slogan. Nokia used to connect people. Whereas today, you don't even see them in the mobile market, right? On a mobile phone market, they're no more there. Not the dominant, they don't exist. They're no more a player. Why? Because they were not ready for change. Do you know this? The third product. Have you seen it? Heard of it? Any of you? No. Okay. And do you know what Kodak is all about? Jerin, are you there? Padmashri, would you like to answer? Priyanka, Harsha Rathore has also joined us. Janya, okay. If you may not be knowing about this at all, either you can simply say you don't know, or if you know it, you may please volunteer to tell me what you know about this. Well, Kodak was a film roll manufacturing, and they were into images, of course, cameras and everything, but they don't exist in that industry anymore. Your mic is activated. Nobody here my HR mic. Okay, so they don't exist in that industry anymore. Raj, should mute your mic, I suppose. Okay, so they don't exist because they were not ready for the change at all. So goes with BlackBerry as well. Nokia, Kodak, or BlackBerry. None of them were ready for the change. And this resistance made them move out of the market. Whereas, who is the next dinosaur? Okay, let's not be one of these dinosaurs. Let's be the people who are ready for change and adapt to this and just be prepared for this changing world. How do you prepare for the changing world? Anyone to tell me the very, very, very simple answer that you can give me? How can you prepare for the changing world? Ratika, Arun, Naveen, any of you to answer me? How do you think we should prepare for this
Ma'am,
changing
like I don't know how relevant is this.
Okay.
Like whenever I go for an interview, there's always a question sitting in front of me, like how do you think that AI replaces human? Like these kind of questions are majorly asked, ma'am. And
Okay.
someone has to manage the AI to AI work properly, ma'am. So instead of
You can also choose to be one, choose to do one and getting so good at it. Okay, can become, you can simply narrow down, you can simply become strong at one skill set. Okay, you can do that. All right, and reach out to us if you feel anywhere you feel that you can get help from us. Could it be on the technical side? Could be on the soft skill side? Either of this, you can do it. Okay, so reach out. Please do reach out. We can give you courses, trainings, real-time projects, hands-on capstone projects is what we do as well. Okay, all right. Yes, now. Do you see this attractive table in front of you? I know all of you are heading towards reaching there, establishing in career, getting a good pay. End of the day, that is what it is. Job satisfaction goes hand in hand, and a good pay scale, a good remuneration for all your hard work is what you're looking towards. For people who didn't know about what the industry is and the industry standards, the earning potential with AI experience from 0 to 3 years on a monthly basis is 20K to 40K, and on an annual is 3.6 lakhs to 4.8 lakhs. A 3.5 years AI experience is 40K to 3 lakhs on a monthly INR that you could be gaining, and annual is 4.8 lakhs to 36 lakhs on an annual pay scale when you have 3 to 5 years of experience, which is less than double of your first term. Do you realize that? And again, on the third row, I have 5 to 8 years, which is again less than double of your second slot of your experience that you can gain. 3 to 5 years, but here I have 5 to 8 years of experience. Looking into each one's expertise, on a monthly basis, you can earn 3 lakhs to 8.33 lakhs, and on an annual, you can earn 36 lakhs to 1 crore. I'm not kidding, I've seen people do this. Okay, I can still pull out at least about a handful of them who are very much on one of these pay scales on an annual remuneration slab where they're on this experience level. Okay, so this could be the earning potential. All that you need to do is just stay and be part of the game. Keep practicing, do your net practice so well so that any tournament that you play will be a success. All right. Having said this, we are now moving to the chapter 2. Are you ready to code? Could I get to hear from you, please? Arun, Ratika, Jerlin has been very silent. Harish, Naveen Kumar, Priyanka, Arun, yes ma'am. Thank you, Arun. Afrin, yes ma'am, very good. You're ready to code. Ajanya, yes, you're ready to code. Wonderful. Excellent. Priyanka, yes. Naveen, yes, very good. Excellent. Thank you. I think almost all of you answered. Afreen, Ajanya, Harish is also raising his hand. Okay, Harish. Thank you, Harish. Jaren alone, I'm so curious. Have you switched on and then you're away from the screen? Jerlin, Peter. Okay, I would wish you all the luck, and we will again get back in some time after you really get to code. Okay, I'm now handing over to Sir. He is going to take you through the real-time coding part of it, the most interesting. So have yourselves there without any distraction. Be glued to your screen. Have all the equipments that you require. Okay, let me now stop sharing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so I've heard from ma'am that people who are here already from data science background, right? So you must be aware of basics of Python. Is there anybody who's absolutely new to Python, or I have shared my? I think I've shared my screen. Please let me know if you can see this empty folder of mine, where I don't have anything because we are going to do everything from scratch. So I have named this folder. I'm just simply into my Google Drive, and I have created a folder called AI Webinar. Um, Here, let me even create another folder called maybe a you know text or summarizing bot. So that's what you know summarizing bot is what we are going to create. Please let me know if you can. You don't, even if you don't really have to talk all the time. If you don't want to, you can always give a thumbs up, saying that yes, you're able to follow what is happening. So please let me know, or you can even write here. Please let me know if you are uh, if everybody is comfortable with Python. Can you tell me, at least rate yourself in Python? Rate your self. No. Self in Python from 1 to 10, 1 being the least and 10 being the highest. So when I say 10, it is something which you are in fact capable of solving a lead code problem as well. So, and then if it is 1, you are just beginning. If it is 5, you are somewhere intermediate. So let me know what your current level of Python is. Could you please share? Because yeah, okay, 6, good, pretty good. So yes, Harish. And then next, please. I'd like to know if there is anybody who has just one. Okay, 8, 10. Well, fantastic. So I don't really have to start from scratch. I don't really have to teach you Python. I don't have to write the first statement like print hello world. I don't need. Oh, fantastic. So I'm just assuming that everybody here is above 5, above 6. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Great. That's great. So since everybody is already aware of Python, let's begin. You're comfortable with Google Colab as well? Since you're all data scientists or you have done data science, you must be aware of Jupyter Notebook. I'm going to use the online version of this Jupyter Notebook. Let me right click on my empty folder. I'm going to more, and I should have Google Colab. Yeah, Google Colab is here. In case if you don't have it yet, please click on connect more apps. And here you type Colab or Co-Laboratory. You can type that, you can hit on this first item that pops up. And this is installed already for me. If it is not installed for you, please click on it. If you don't have, if you don't see, when you right click here, if you don't see Google Collaboratory, you can always do it this way. Click on more and then connect more apps, search for Collaboratory. Then you must be seeing something called install. Since it is already installed for me, it is showing uninstalled. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to right click more, and then I am going to go to co-laboratory notebook. So when I click on it, a new notebook would be created. For example, if you are comfortable with Google Drive, and if you create a Google Docs or a Google Sheets or a Google Slides or a Google Forms, you may have created how a new document, untitled document is created. Same way this is done. Okay. Okay. Let me just name this as text sum bot. Text text summarizing bot that we are going to create. It's all in French for me. Okay. Oh, fine. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you're, please let me know if you're aware of Colab. Do you really need an introduction to Colab itself, like how to connect and how to use? Okay, so Ajanya is saying that yeah. You are aware of Colab. Great. I'm just assuming that everybody knows. If not, let me just quickly tell you. Colab is nothing but a Jupyter notebook online. Here, when you open it, it is simply like, it says file here, edit here, and there are a few other options which, even if it's in this language, you don't have to worry about it, because it's intuitive. Here it says connect. So I let me connect to the Google server. The advantage of using Google Colab, you don't really have to install Python. You don't need to worry about your CPU capacity or even GPU's capacity if you're going to run small machine learning applications. So here we can start coding. So let's begin by importing some of the libraries that we would be needing. Let's start by pip install. Let's install OpenAI, and then we would also be installing Gradio, and then we would be needing also requests. So these are the we need few more inbuilt libraries as well. Let me run this cell. So by running this, this will install these applications. How many people have used already OpenAI's library? I'm sure you must have used NumPy, Pandas, even scikit-learn, or TensorFlow, PyTorch. What are the libraries that you are comfortable with? Libraries that you already know? Mm-hmm. Any response here? No. Would you like to answer? Would you like to say what library? All that I mentioned before. Okay, okay, friend. Okay, all that I've mentioned. So you must have used all the libraries. Great. How about Gradio? Like anybody has used Gradio or Gradio before? NumPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, and TensorFlow, Keras, fantastic. Okay, just PyTorch is not in the list. Otherwise, like almost all the libraries that are necessary for data science, as well as for machine learning, deep learning work. Yeah, fantastic. Uh, anybody has used Gradio before? This library, I think it's all installed here. Yeah, it's installed. Yeah. Let me hide this. Okay. Please let me know if you have used Gradio before. Okay. So let me just call this as step. Oh, I need not have run this. Let me call this as step 1. Step 1 is to install the necessary packages for our current work. Let's move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is, after installing the packages, let's import all the packages that we would be needing. Since we have installed OpenAI, we would be installing OpenAI. We would be importing OpenAI. So from OpenAI is the library itself. In OpenAI, from the library, we'll be importing the function called OpenAI, which is O caps and AI caps. Anyone has already used? Okay. Anyone? Okay. No. Ajunya says no. Thank you so much. Anyone has used OpenAI before? Yes, no. We would. Okay. Anyone has used? Okay. Often joined. Okay. I have one more request from you all. Please code along. If you can do the work along, it would be nice. Let me keep it here. Uh, I have a small request. Not this function request, but I have another request. I have a small request. Please. No, I don't want to run this. Please code along. Okay, along. Okay. So the next library that we would be needing is Google. From Google Colab, we are going to import user data. This library is useful for importing the importing the secret key that we would be like, okay, I have this key already. Like, so if we're importing this key, the API key that I will be using, uh, I use this library. I mean, this library and this function. So from now, it's not like from now, this time I'm going to import OS because I'm going to import the key. I would also be needing import. I would also be needing request. This is for, since this is going to be a text summarizing app, what we will be doing is we have to fetch a text from somewhere on the internet, and we'll write a small Python code to make the text come here and save it as .txt file. We'll see that in a while. And after that, we will also be using Gradio uh, radio as gr, just like numpy as np and pandas as pd. We are importing these we are in fact importing Gradio as gr. Okay, so here let me run this. Yeah, all the libraries are installed, I believe. Yes, now they are fine. OpenAI is for calling the LLM. Do you know what an LLM is? What is an LLM? What is an LLM? Large language model. Great. Okay, everybody knows. To name a few, could you please name a few large language models? Could you please name a few? Okay, Chat GPT, DeepSeek. Okay, great. Okay, GPT. Okay, GPT, DeepSeek, Llama. Okay, good. So what is the similarity between DeepSeek and Llama? Uh, what is the similarity between DeepSeek and Llama? Okay. If you are not giving the answer, like it's just, the answer lies in this, somewhere in this word. What is the difference between GPT and DeepSeek? The answer lies here in this word. So when you answer this, you will know the other one as well. DeepSeek and Llama are open sourced LLM, and whereas GPT is a closed sourced proprietary LLM by OpenAI. So let's move on. This is step number 2. We have imported the necessary libraries for our work. So let's move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is, let's set up the API key. Let's set up API key, and also, like, we'll use the OpenAI, and we'll set the base URL. That's what I would say. Like, set up API key, and then also base URL. So this is better. This would be easier for your future reference. Let me assign a variable called client, and client is equal to, I'm going to call this function, OpenAI's function, Please let me know if the screen is not. Let me also make it full screen. This will be better for you. If you don't understand, you please stop me. You can ask me in the middle. Um, I would gladly answer your questions. So here I'm the function that we have just imported, OpenAI. I'm calling this function. So when I call this function takes two arguments here. In our case, there are so many arguments, whereas we are going to use this API key. Which one? We'll be using base URL because you just saw that um, we are going to, it just vanished. It just disappeared. No problem. Let me just manually type it like API underscore key is equal to, okay, now here I already have my key here in this if you go to the, let me just, if you are new to your, if you're new to Colab, let me tell you how it works. uh, Here you have all the menus. This is how you connect to the server. Left hand side you will see the repositories where all the files that you are going to use, all the files, either you like for the data science project, like all the CSV files, you keep them here, and then you call from pandas. You read them like pd dot read csv. You keep the files here. You can either directly import it, or you can connect your Google Drive. And then here you have the secret key. So if you click on it, this is just nothing but an environment .env file on your VS Code. So here I have this Google API key. For using this, for calling this, what I'm going to do here is API key is equal to, I'm going to use this function, user data, and I'm asking this function to get some information. I need the API key itself. So it is not appropriate to write the API key here. It's not safe. So I have already added my key here. I copy this variable because this is name of the variable and this is the value. I paste this here within quotes. And then, okay, before that, if you really want to know how to get your API key, all you have to do is, it says, uh, don't worry if you don't understand this. It says that API key Gemini. This is my favorite LLM. You were talking about OpenAI, Llama. You spoke about GPT, you spoke about DeepSeek, and you spoke about Llama. I use mostly Google's LLM, which is world's number one in terms of large language model. The Google Gemini 2.5 Pro is the world's best AI. Um, Here what I'm doing, I'm taking this function, passing this first argument and Google API key. If you really want to know how to get this API key, if you don't have it already, you click on this add a secret, and you can type this here. I'm just repeating it here. I don't really need this. I've just typed here, or whatever you want to call, whatever API, you can just simply call it like API key. But it's better that you say go Google API key, because in future you may even want to add OpenAI's key or Claude's key. And here, this is how, if you click here and it says import a key from Google AI Studio. So if you click on it, since I already have a few keys created, in fact, I can import it from here. In case if you have not created already, all you have to do is, if you go to aistudio.google.com/API key, or simply, like, if you don't know what you can do, AI Studio, if you can simply type AI Studio on Google search and click on the first link, aistudio.google.com, and here you would see get API key. If you click on this, it will take you to this page, and then click here, you will have created a new API key. Like, to click on this, you need to select a project. If there isn't any project available, you can still, you can go to Google Cloud Console and create a project. These are all very simple steps. They are not at all difficult. and then you create an API key. There are some keys that are already created for me. So I can simply click on it, and then I don't want to show my API keys. So I click on this, and then I'll be able to copy it. After this, I'll close this. I come here. Please let me know if you have any questions here, like adding API key. Do you have any questions? You have any doubt so far? Because once this step is clear, after that we don't need to go to any external sources except for the text document. Even that is that's also a very easy step.
Sir,
Yes, yes, please.
sir, can you explain that last step again?
When you mean last step, like Google AI Studio, how do I copy this API key?
API, yes. I don't have any projects already.
No problem. If you don't have any projects, uh, what you have to, let's say if I'm on AI Studio already, assuming that I'm on Google AI Studio, I click on Get API Key, and I create. When I click on this new, when I click on Create API Key, this will ask me for projects. If you don't have projects already, nothing but if you have the same email ID, I'm using ai@heronow.co.in. With the same email ID, if I go to my console, Google Cloud console. If I go to Google Cloud console or cloud.google.com, if I go here, I can simply go to my console by clicking here. And after going here, you can create a new, like here I have created something called AI webinar by Here and Now AI. What you can do, you can click something here, and here it says new project. You click on a new project, and then next, you will have created a project. After creating it, if you come back to this AI Studio, please let me know if you are still able to hear me. Uh, after creating it, if you come back to your AI Studio, when you click on this API key, whatever name that you give for your project, that name would appear here. Here I have something called AI webinar by Here and Now AI or Gemini API key. Sometimes Google makes it very easy for you. It creates Gemini API key automatically when you come here. This is by default created, and you can either use this or whatever you create. You can name a project like Harish or Ajanya. You can create a project in any name, and then you will come to this page. Then the project, if you click on this, I don't want to expose my API key. That's not a good practice. So I click here, and then I'll be able to copy this. After copying it, I come here, I click on the secret button. I can click here, add a secret, and here I will write Google API key. I'm typing this way and then typing my API key. My API key, I don't know, I would have copied something, some random key that Google has given me. My API key, and then whatever the whatever the key, it could be anything. I don't know my key, so I just click here and make it like this. If I click this, I know I can expose my, but I don't want to do it. That's not a good practice, so I'm not going to do that. Just the password alone I'm not showing. And don't forget to turn this on, because if you don't turn this on, I will not be able to access. So let me just, I'm not turning on purposely to show you what would happen. Is it clear now? As I told you, we need to pass two arguments. We have passed one argument, that is API key. The second argument is I'm highlighting this. What would be the second argument? The second argument will be base URL. Base URL is equal to, and this one you don't really like, you can, this is available on Google's portal, https // generative, no, let's stay space, generative language dot Google APIs. So it is apis.com slash. So until here, this is Google's generative language website. After the slash, it is OpenAI standard. Since we are using OpenAI's library, we are going to say version 1 beta v1 beta slash open AI. So we are using my spelling is wrong. Yeah, open AI. So let me load this now. If I click on this, if I'm running this, it will say that I don't have access to the Google API key. Do you want to give access? And I'm saying yes, give access. So it says some other problem now. Mm, Timeout. Okay, requesting secret timeout because maybe I delayed it. Okay, let me run it again. Yeah, now it is. Now it's loaded, and this will still not. Yeah, this is turned on automatically. I didn't click here because since I've given access from there, it's turned on now. If you turn it off, it will not be able to read the key. So this is step number 3. Is it clear so far? Please let me know. Is that clear? Because from now on, it's going to be like very simple Python coding. These are only calling this API must be a new step, like which you have never tried before. If you have never worked on OpenAI's library or calling Gemini API. Okay. Is it clear? Please let me know by, you can type here. Okay, now let me move on to the next step. Step number 4 is to let's get the text file, because we need to create a text summarizing app. So a text summarizing AI bot. That is what we need to create. So how do we do that? For that, we need some text document. So where do we get that source file? I'll get some random file. For example, let me go to github.com/here and now AI. This is here and now AI's official GitHub repository. There are 7 open source projects. Here, value added course VAC, and here I have, yeah, I'll take this document. This is a txt prospectus dash context.txt. I click on this and I click on this raw button. After clicking this, I would be getting a raw link. I copy this link and then I come back to my Colab. Let me assign a variable called URL, and I would paste this URL here. It is exactly like how you would be importing something in Pandas. You can even bring a CSV file same way from GitHub, and then bring it this way. You will get this raw link, raw.github user.content.com/here and wherever you have this endpoint, this end URL is what you need to copy. What we call what GitHub calls raw URL. Okay, now the URL is created. What we are going to do, like I need some response. I'm creating a variable called response, and I'm using the library request. This library, yes, this one. I'm using a request function. So request, what I wanted to do, I'm using that request. I'm asking you to get information from the URL, the URL that I just mentioned here. So I'm assigning this variable into this. Is that clear? Okay. Now, after this, after creating this, after requesting from this URL, I want this to be saved here locally so that I can handle. I have, like, for example, if you go into this is too big, like for me. This is like, it talks about vision of the organization. It talks about the value added courses the organization is offering. It talks about many other things. It talks about like maybe the leadership team and their contact details. I don't want all these things. Like, I don't want to read the entire thing myself. So I would like an AI to summarize this for me. So for that, first I want this to be downloaded to my local repository. How do I do that? I come here with open. How do I call this? Like maybe the name that I would like to use. Let me call it maybe prospectus. If it's like prospectus context, like this is the name, or any name that I can give this name because it's easy for me not to it is not confusing because I'm taking it from the URL itself. So let me come back here. I with open, so I'm writing this name. The file name is going to be prospectus context.txt, and then I want this to be written, so wb. uh, I want this as, yeah, as f or file, it's your choice. So let me ask it to write file dot write, use this response variable, yeah, this one. So I'm asking it to response, and the response will go and get this, request dot get URL. This URL will be fetched, and after fetching it, it will write that file in this name. Okay, so I'm saying like this is my content. So response dot content. If this is done, let me run this and then see. Yeah, it's downloaded. Once this is run, that document is downloaded to your repository, the working directory. Then the next step, let me move on to the next step. We went to this URL, we have saved it to our working repository. Now the next step is we should step number 5 is to fetch the am I right? It's step number 5 is to fetch the fetch text, and fetch text, and then we'll save it into a text context. Let's for that, like, let's assign a variable called text path. Text path is equal to I need the path for this file. So how do I get it? I come here, click on this 3 dots. I come here. It says copy path. I'm extremely sorry for this language. However, I have changed language to English to in all my applications, but just Colab alone is not. It's very adamant. It's not willing to change it to, it is still coming in our mother tongue. It's coming in French. It's not working in English, and I don't know why. So yeah, copy the URL, copy path. In English, it is copy path. Let me copy this, and I come here and paste this here. So I have this content slash prospectus dash context.txt is the file path. Now let me write a simple Python code. I'll close this and I'll show this to you. Okay, now let's use try except function. So I'm going to have, let me just, okay, what happened? Yeah, try, no, not like this. Try lowercase, and then I would, I try with open. So it's like I'm going to open what? I'm going to open this text path. I'm going to first open this text path, and I want this, I want Python to read it. And for it to read, I need to assign what this encoding is. For this is going to be, this is on web. Since this is on web, I would like to use UTF-8, the encoding, character encoding 8. Let me just call this like as file, or f is fine as long as we understand. So after writing this, like after opening this, I would write it this way: text lines is equal to file dot read lines. I'm asking it to read all the lines inside, like all the, like, line by line. I'm asking it like what this document, that document is going to be read line by line. I would ask Python to do that work for me. Then after that, I'm taking the same text line after it is read, after reading it. So please take the line, and I'm asking it to strip the lines, strip all the empty spaces, and also empty lines. If you find any empty, like there are a lot of space, there are space here, there are space here, there are the empty lines here. So I want these things to be removed. So line dot strip will remove that for me. How do I do it? Let me write a simple for loop inside this. For line in text lines, if line dot strip, which means if there is any, like, go through this like line by line, like in these text lines, go through, like, iterate line in this text lines, if line dot strip, if there are, space in between, so, and then removed. So after this, I have a context now, like everything, the entire content, no, context, text context. I have a context. Let after this context, like, let me just, bring one, bring it one line down, and I will ask it to, join this text lines. So if what I'm doing right now here is, I'm first preparing everything for, like, I'm asking Python to read and be ready with it. Then I will take the help of AI to summarize it. So this is like manual coding, and this is in fact traditional way of coding, and asking it to prepare the environment so that when AI comes into picture, the work will be done with no effort. So I'm asking it to join these text line if text line, is present. Else you can say that, no text found in text file. I'm just trying to capture the error, if at all, if there is an error. This would help me to. This is in red because we have not yet finished our try except function. So except, uh, now that red line has gone, exception, except exception as E. This is universal way of writing try except functions. Now let's print the exception. So let's capture that. Error reading text file. Whatever error that comes in, please give that to me. And I shouldn't be putting R here. It should be F. E comes here. This error exception comes here. Yep. And then now let me take this. Let me take this text context is equal to, like, if it works fine, if it tries, if this works, this will give me, this will in fact strip and give a text context. If use only two arguments, one is function and the other is the rest. Get response type. Um, Here now AI's text summarizing bot. Okay, launch this. Launch, and this is a function. So let me open and close parentheses. Let me run this. I should have an interface ready by now. Arjumo in French. Yeah.